Fashion design is the art of the application of design and aesthetics to clothing and accessories.
Fashion designing for me is it's passion, it's life, it's love, it's my way of life. It's something I think if I'm to come back into this world, I would want to do all over again. It's something that gives me joy. It gives me joy to wake up maybe 2 a.m. in the morning and I am thinking, so many things, and I want to distress myself. I walk into my, my production room, pick up my scissors, pick up a fabric, and I start cutting. It distresses me. I really don't see myself doing anything else.
Fashion designing for me is an art of trying to make people look beautiful and not completely taking them out of their comfort zone. However, putting their personality into what they wear and making the best of their appearances. That's what fashion designing is. I mean, for me particularly.
When you say fashion designing, for us, it's a tailor. Really, I think fashion design is a tailor who's gone commercial.
Most of the people confuse a fashion designer with a tailor. Reason may be that both of them use the same tools and the end product is the apparel, dress, garment. However, there is a huge difference in how they work. The tailors directly take measurements of the client and stitch the clothes according to the design given by the client for a custom-made order. The fashion designer, on the other hand, is the creator of a new design.
There's a great deal of difference between a tailor and a designer.
A fashion designer is someone who can conceptualize an idea, transfer it into paper, and then move it from there, transferring into a complete package, a complete outfit.
A designer is one who creates, who dreams up things, who is innovative, who is forward in your thinking. You need to be able to think outside of the box and stuff. You come up with new things. You are the one who set the trend.
The designer is like a magician, really, because there are all sorts of things you can come up with to brandish.
The tailor is the one who stitches the things together. You're the designer, does not necessarily have to know how to sew. You can come up with the design, sketches and stuff like that, and the tailor puts it together.
A tailor is the person that just sews your pattern together, not necessarily a designer, not necessarily someone who conceives the idea. A designer is someone who understands color, cuts, and who can understand the body and the anatomy of a woman and say, okay, this is what will fit you, and it's hard to build you into that. But a tailor is that person who sits on a machine and then put the pieces together after the designer is done with the whole concept.
In another word, the tailor is one, and when you're looking at it as a layman's tailor, the tailor is the one who looks at the catalog, who looks at the magazines and copies what the designer has come up with and just sews it for, you want it long, I do it long. You want it short, I do it short. You want it, he just comes up with what the client wants, without him imputing anything really.
Basically, the tailor has a limited opportunity to express himself.
Fashion design is influenced by cultural and social attitudes and has varied over time and place.
I would say the African culture has a lot to do with my creativity, my inspirations and things, because if you go through the records and things, when I started it was purely African. It was purely African fabrics, Ankara, Ashoke, Akwete, tie and dye and everything like that. The whole aim was, like I keep saying, it was to promote the African culture, to promote Nigeria, and for us to have a kind of identity of some sort. And so I remember when I first did the Nigerian fashion show, it was a competition and we're supposed to interpret from a cultural heritage, which was what I did. And at that time though, I would say a lot of people didn't understand what it was, but I keep saying we all have a village where we come from, we all have a background where we come from. And if you look at our heritage, it's rich. It's culturally rich in every way. But sadly, we're losing that so much that it's overrun by the Western influence and things like that. So you don't really find that inspiration much. I mean, I'm sorry for some of the ones that are coming up when you look at all the various forms of art, not just fashion, painting, sculpture, woodwork, pottery, and so many other art forms that have to do with your cultural heritage. It's greatly it's been influenced by the Western culture because we don't really have much, I would say, of our background or much stories to tell anymore.
Being able to obtain celebrity clientele is the highlight of any fashion designer's career. The emergence of celebrity fashion designing is helping some retailers boost women's apparel sales, which struggled in the wake of the downturn.
Hi, my name is Zazi Cardow. I'm a fashion designer. The name of my label is Zazi Cardow.
Taiwo Okuneren, creative director of Okuneren Menswear.
My name is Frank Osodi Richard. I am the CEO and head designer for House of Bono and Frank Osodi for Bono Pezani Labels.